I stole from a shopping cart. So this happened a few days ago at a grocery store. I was waiting patiently in my lane, and beside me, there was a priority lane for senior citizens, PWDs, etc. There were a couple of elderly people sitting on the chairs provided specifically for them while waiting for their turn. Pretty normal setup. Now some guy casually walks up and cuts right in front of the seated seniors. I speak up and say, hey, they're already in line. And this guy, without even looking at me, goes, I don't see them standing in line though. Real smug, real dismissive. The elderly folks looked uncomfortable but didn't want to cause a scene. So I shut up and I simmered. A few minutes later, we're still in the lanes and I notice his cart is stacked with what looks like camping gear, such as a sleeping bag, paper plates, marshmallows, instant noodles, a portable stove, etc. And there it was, a single can of butane gas. And right there, I saw an opportunity. The guy's blabbering on the phone, totally distracted, so I casually leaned over, plucked the butane from his cart, and slid it into mine. He didn't notice. He checked out and left. I paid for my stuff, including his butane, and walked away. Somewhere out there, this man arrived at his campsite, probably boasting about how smart and quick he is, and when he tried to fire up that portable stove, no gas, no hot food, no coffee, just crunchy noodles and the sweet taste of consequences.
Yes.
Hopefully. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. I like it. What's the shittiest thing that you've seen happen in a grocery store line or a store line, period?
One, I just have to say, I hate line cutters.
Oh.
I don't even know what it's called, but I hate people that
Turd
do
cutters.
that. Turd cutters. Wait your turn. Like, quit trying. Like, when there's like one line at the gas station and there's two checkout things and you were just filtering to whichever one opens up next, and then the one person comes and stands behind on the other side, and I'm like, you see the whole line of people standing here to wait. Like,
it's the reverse zipper merge,
like,
where there's one line that feeds into multiple,
yes.
and then somebody goes and stands right next to, like, starts a second line, and they're like, oh, why is no one standing in this line? It's because that isn't a line, you dick. Sorry.
Are we? We're talking about Casey's.
Yes, Casey's for sure.
Quick Trip
is like that.
I love they've got it like both sides going, and they're two on each side.
Quick Trip, like you
line jumpers. There you go.
Quick Trip, you could walk up to a urinal and they check you out there. Like they have it down to where like you can be anywhere, and they're like, boop boop, see you later. I'm like, how so fast? Casey's takes 12 years. That's the difference.
Whenever I was at Sam's yesterday, I was waiting. There was somebody parked their cart like right in front of the Diet Coke. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to stand here. But then it was a married couple and they proceeded to argue. And he was like, I've got to unload this whole truck whenever I get home. And Navy was right there. And I was like, because he did not seem happy. Like he was angry. And I was like, oh God, I just want my Diet Coke. And she's standing in front of it and she's rolling her eyes and like looking sideways. And I think they're kind of being jestful. But I was like, And so finally I was like, I'm just going to like work my way over there. And then I go over there and she like kind of like half hugs me and like pats my back. And I was like, she's like, marriage, am I right? And I was like, oh, don't touch me. I don't know you. And Davey was just like the whole time, like wide eyed looking at me. And I was like, and then she was like, said something about how they're hosting for the 4th of July and he's going to have to unload all this. And he already knew that. And I was just like, okay, I just want my Diet Coke.
You're back sweating at this point. I was sweating. Right?
And then we
don't touch my sweaty back.
We walked away and Navy goes, do you know them? And I was like, no. And she said, why did she touch you? And I was like,
such a smart kid.
And I was like, I didn't even know what to say. Like I didn't have like a teaching moment response prepared because I'm like, Navy, if she doesn't want to be touched, I don't want people touching her. And I was just like, I was so like flabbergasted by the whole situation. And this guy was just grumbling, pushing his giant flat of Coke and Pepsi and all this stuff they had. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now, but I've got to get out of this store.
Where were you at?
Sam's. In the like drink aisle. And
I was imagining all this going down to Target. And I'm like, this doesn't seem right.
No, it was but I was like,
this doesn't seem right.
Maybe the whole time is just like, the fuck?